Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Eternal Flames. My name's Blaze and are we having a good old time now? Cause now that we got our biggin here, otherwise known as our ogre, otherwise known as Leo. I just like calling him Leo and biggin. It seems to fit. But honestly, he's one of two people that are going to turn everything around. Ironically, Carl's had a rough time. He really has. But if you notice, he's starting to pull his weight more and more and more. And it's because we gave him a little bit of an extra push. Now, we've got a couple other characters that we need to work with, and we have an item. Now, just for the pretenses of this, I'm going to say it right now. Kaisis has asked for a very specific leader to be put in place. Right now our current leader is not bad. He does what he needs to do, but Kaisis has asked very politely, and our leaders get hurt enough that I can't really, tell him no, that we add in a mage leader. Now, right now we have no mage leader. We can't do that. If I click on this, there is no mage leader at all yet. Okay, so that's the thing. Right now we don't have that. But later down the line, we're supposed to get a leader that is a mage, right? And Kaisis has very specifically asked for that leader. And I'm willing to oblige, but more than just willing to oblige, right? In items, I still have my mental grimoire. This grimoire, is literally meant to give 3 points to the mental attributes. Okay? By giving this to that mage leader, right? We will absurdly increase his capability to do spells by upping his intelligence. That's 3 free points right into intelligence on a mage. Okay, so Kaisis, I yell at you a lot. You sit here and you rag on me a lot. It's not that I ain't thinking of you, bro. But don't make me question my decisions on this. Okay, I'm trying to be nice here. Just show me a bit of love, same as I'm showing you some love. All right, fair enough. Cool. But we came to an understanding. Now, in other news, right? We got all this set. We still have enough money to keep tossing into this. We got plenty. And we're going to kick to that. But we also want to do more with Sigmar Haven, because right now they're paying top dollar. Look at that. They are paying me top dollar. Now, this is not the group that I essentially wanted to go with, right? Because their gift is I get a discount on skills. That's all well and nice, but it isn't until we get into weapon skills and stuff like that that it really seems appealing to me. Now, at rank 5, that's kind of cool. I'll admit to that. But right now, this rank 1 just and we're not making enough wordstone to really make that favorable to me. But that's the thing. So enough talking your ear off. You guys have a general idea of what's going on. I wish I had more points in here, but I don't. So we're going to go into campaign and see what we got here. We got a couple. So this is our next one. Bridge on the river Styre. I think it's Styre. We could do pillagers, which is kind of shitty. Oh wow. No. Also no. How about we start this week off with let's pay a little bit of gold. See what we can come up with. Oh, jeez. Okay. Looks like we're walking out of this with shit expectations either way. We could technically do it again, but I've only got the money for one more, so should have wasted that money. Okay, launching mission.
Scouts have reported a rival warband in the vicinity. Before you can find them, a heavy fog settles over the ruins. Unable to pick up the enemy's trail, your warriors deploy from their wagon and spread out to sweep the area in search of your foe.
Okay, let's get this one rolling. Hoi. These
A
loading
new
times
round
feels like they're
has
taking
started.
forever. Oi. Okay. You guys should be glad I clipped those out. I mean, these videos are long enough as is, and apparently Kiev seems to think that we should keep the videos long, so maybe we'll keep the videos long for Mordheim. But the only series we're going to keep the videos long for. I don't think Minecraft's going to be something you guys can watch for like 2 hours. I couldn't. Well, depends on who I'm watching. Achievement Hunter's fun to watch for a couple hours. Like right before bed, just start laughing. It's all about like Michael and Gavin and Ryan. Specific. I can't say that. The entire crew's funny. Michael's fun because he's got that almost ass kicker while at the same time badass mentality. It's weird. Then you've got Gavin, who's just a goof. And then you got Ryan, who's basically a homicidal maniac. Like, he's so calm and collected all the time. Like, he's just waiting to murder somebody. That's literally what it boils down to, is he's waiting to murder somebody. I should not be advertising them on my my YouTube channel like this. I got enough business. I need the business. Share some love, Rooster Teeth! No, I'm just playing. It's all good. You guys do good work. You earned what you got. Oh, did they earn it? Why am I still talking about this? Let's talk about something else. So, while I'm playing this game, you know, during the loading time, sometimes I go do other things, you know, read a comic book, read a book, write, you know, small stories, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Like, I know you guys don't give a shit about my small stories, or if you do, then you don't show it. Maybe one of these times I should, you know, read you guys a couple pages. Maybe you'd be interested. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Yes. Anyways. Moving on. So this time while I was waiting, I was reading, I think it's like Grim Tales or something like that. It's basically what happens, I can't say Billy and Mandy because that's not true. It's technically not Billy and... It's technically still got Mandy. Billy's out there somewhere. But, it's like years and years after, and you're looking at Grimm's... Yes, you heard me. Grimm's children. Let that blow your mind for a bit if you never thought that could happen. If I remember right, like, early on in the comic, Grimm's wife, whom I won't spoil... says that she doesn't want children, and ends up with an abortion, and ends up with a small skeleton child. Because that's what happens when you don't want children and you go to you're kind of married to an undead sumbitch with like the most awesome accent ever. Just gonna throw that out. I've worked with Jamaicans. I actually worked in a Jamaican restaurant. Jamaicans have like the most awesome accent out there, and they're so fun to be around like all the time. My boss had I won't say a stick up his ass. No, that's not true. He was very stern. To say that he was not stern would be a lie. He was very stern, but he still had this fun jive to him. Like you couldn't get away from it. No, seriously, like you really couldn't get away from it. Like that fun jive was just there to stay. And it made him like one of the coolest bosses I think I've had a good number of bosses over the years. Like when I talk about my college days, because you know I talk about those every now and again. I talk about my teachers, and my teachers literally treated the job or treated the work like a job. When we were doing stuff, we were doing it to get a professional level. So I do consider them, you know, employers to some degree. The only difference is I was technically paying them, but I was getting a lot out of it. So it is definitely one of those more well worth it experiences. I talk poorly about the school politically, but when I talk about on a base level, like how the teachers worked and all that, if you talk about every teacher like they owned a small business, right? About, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 of each of those businesses would have succeeded because of how they ran it. They didn't butcher their workers, but at the same time, they didn't stay lax on their workers either. It was a constant, you know, work ethic. But moving on. So I've had a lot of bosses over the years. Some, you know, teachers, some not, right? But basically bosses. People who drove me to work, right? And other people who drove me the hardest were some of my favorite bosses, ironically. I'm literally gonna start throwing out names, which I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway, so suck an egg. Kevin Anderson, great guy, works at Madame Tussauds, excellent teacher, wonderful as both a boss, and if this guy, he never would, because I kind of suck at the field that he really likes, and he would want me to work in. I suck at it. But if he ever came up to me and said, "Please," I just gave away my name. Blaze, if you want, I got a job for you. I need you to come work for me. I can't pay you much. You're gonna get minimum wage. I mean, like butt ass minimum wage. Would you still do it? Can you come do this for me? The only answer out of my mouth would be, fuck the hell yes. Where do I sign and what do you need? You know, that's all it is how can I be of service, Mr. Anderson? Shut up, all you assholes who are suddenly thinking the exact same thing. No. Not that Anderson, no. I'm talking like this guy. This is the guy you respect. You don't crack those fucking jokes. Another person, Ken Seo. If he came forward and said, I got a job for you. I need you to get this done. Once again, my only answer is hell yes, and what do you need? He could even say, I won't be able to pay you until the project's done and over, and I'd still fucking do it. That's a horrible workman's idea, but he had that kind of influence on me that I would work for him in that regards. Which is funny because that goes against everything they taught me is don't take those jobs. With these guys I would still take those jobs even though they told me not to. But I had two other bosses that I would be the same way with. Reggie. Reggie was one of my bosses when I worked at the rehab. Now, technically, I had several bosses because his boss was also my boss. He just so happened to be, you know, my bigger boss. You know, I had to listen to him no matter what. The other one I had to listen to, but Reggie would basically give me options to work with these other people, but also in my favor, if that makes any sense at all. Like, he would never do anything to put us out of our comfort zone, but at the same time, he made sure that work got done. This was not a man who went there and said, you get to goof off. No, it's like, you're on your break? Okay, fine. As soon as you're off your break, I need this, this, and this done. Like, as soon as you get off your break. And this means don't take any extra minutes. Like, as soon as you can clock back in, please get this done. And he would say please. There's the number one thing. He would say please. He had no qualms about being a gentleman the entire time. And that's one of the things I loved about the guy. You know, he wasn't a dick. He wasn't a pain in the ass. He was a gentleman first and a businessman first. And he was perfectly okay with that. And there's nothing for me to be ashamed about that. Now, the last person on this list is a man by the name of Owen, right? Owen owns a business called Tasty Island. If you're ever in the Las Vegas area, right? Look it up, go there, show this man some love, because this man, he wasn't just a boss, he was an employee. He had no issue getting in the kitchen or getting in the back and doing whatever someone else couldn't do. And there were literally specific recipes that only he could do. Like, he had a stew fish. Fucking delicious. Okay? I keep trying to replicate it at my house, and I am I'm still off. Like, I can't match that taste. And it bugs the crap out of me because his stew fish was so delicious. And this, once again, this is one of those people that if he came up to me and said, I need something done, can you do it for me? I might not be able to pay you right away, but I would really like this done, and you're the guy I need to come to do it. I would not turn him down to say no. At all. And that's the thing. You won't hear me say that very often. I've had other bosses, you know. I worked at supermarkets. Once again, you know, not the aggressive jobs or anything like that. And granted, my boss was not a pain in the butt. You know, he was once again a gentleman. I had the luck of working for a lot of nice gentlemen, right? But I mean, no offense to him when I say this. Never again. Ever. They can't make me. I won't do it. I worked for a school before. The school is a different kind of reason why I never would do it again. Now, it once again was not my employer. The guy who actually trained me in, taught me what I needed to do, and all that fun stuff. I would still, you know, happily work with him.
A new round has started.
But never in that job or anything like that. And even then, it would be an iffy. You know, he would have to really find something to tingle my taste buds, to wiggle my fingers, to tickle my fucking balls, whatever you want to say. He'd have to find something that literally would blow my mind to make me want to work with him again. Because the school district kind of ruined that for me. Not bad people by any means, but you don't immediately change a menu on someone and say this is your diet for the next, you know, so many years. Especially children, you know, young teenagers or even older teenagers, people who are still growing, people under their 20s who don't have control over what they can and cannot do legally. You know, you don't do that to people like that. That's gnarly, that's wrong, that's sick. And that's exactly what they did the moment I left. Is they changed the entire menu, and I kid you not, horror stories came out literally talking about people getting sick, like violently sick. I mean hurling, I mean in the nurse's office rolling in pain because their gut was acting up. And it's quite literally because you're trying to feed kids so... Oh boy. Oh boy. I see you, ugly son of a beat. Okay, I can shoot him from here. Oh, that's a big guy too. Okay, we're gonna have to take him out as soon as we can. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it because that workplace just infuriated me. Like, that was wrong what they did. And I will not condone such actions. That's just wrong. But once again, there are a few people that, like, if they came forward and they're like, I need you to do this, I'd do it. Got other people that if they came to me with the right project, I'd do it. Guy by the name of Rocky Bright taught me everything I know about 3D. Okay, maybe not everything, but a lot of things I know. Really honed my skills, really got me, you know, in the groove. He came to me and said, I got a 3D project for you. I'd say, sure. He came to me saying, I need a full-on animation. I'd probably tell him, I can't do it. I love you to death, big man, but I can't do it. You might be a little bit upset at me too for saying that too, because truth be told, this guy put a lot of work into my education, treated me like, you know, one of his best pupils and one of his best workers. And whether or not that was actually true or not, you know, I don't know, but if he came to me with a project I couldn't do, I wouldn't try to blow smoke up his rear. Kevin or Ken, hell yeah. If I don't know it, I will learn it. If I can't learn it, I will fake it as best I ever could. It'll be a one-time wonder. Then they'll ask me to do it again. It's like, I got a big head and little tiny arms, but this doesn't seem like a great idea. I don't think it's gonna work. That was the only good part of that entire movie. That entire movie was okay, except for that one part. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was Meet the Robinsons, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Meet the Robinsons. Best part of that entire movie, which is saying a lot because that movie was kind of hailed as not quite a great movie, but not a bad movie either. Like it was one of those movies, you know. But yeah. So now you guys know a little bit more about me while I ramble on. Large warriors can't use this. Oh. Well, then I guess you're gonna just have to come to me. Ambush stance. I got nothing left that I can take. I'm not gonna shove Carl down there. Carl doesn't deserve to get his ass beat again. He's done enough for the cause. The fact that he's still here just amazes us all. But yeah, you know, just
A new round has started.
not sure what else to say. Like that's a little bit of me right there. All tucked away real nice. He just disappeared. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh wow, this guy apparently causes fear. You're in the whole wrong place, buddy. You're about to get a smackdown like no other. See, this is a good tactic right now too, because like all of their units are gonna have to come up to me, and then they're gonna get their face smashed in. Look at this. This is gonna be a massacre. Well, providing I can actually do this correctly. I mean, this is me we're talking about here. You gotta turn left here. Turn right? Okay. I'm pretty sure once again that's how a lot of my bosses felt. It's amazing to be honest, let me be straight. These are people I respect partially because they gave me a chance. You know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, not the brightest light bulb. I'm not the best fork or the shiniest egg. You know, I'm none of that at all. Hey, when that goose lays golden eggs, you want the shiniest, not the dullest. Chances are the dullest isn't an egg. But no, all joking aside, a lot of people have given me chances in my life. These are people I respect, not just because they took a gamble. Because to say it's because they took a gamble is to say that I implore, you know, gambling on risks for businesses. That's wrong. I don't. What I like to say is I applaud people who can go and say, hey, you know, I see you got a chance to do something. I would rather take a chance on you being able to do something than you not to. Or better yet, me not taking that chance and just getting someone else, because of them, people like me can actually get somewhere. We grow more knowledgeable, we get stronger, we get better, you know. Sometimes the job is too tough. Like, honestly, the guy I said before, Owen, right? Great guy. Wonderful guy. I would do almost anything for the guy if he asked me to. Without a second thought. But what makes it so important to me is the fact that he... basically, he gave me 3 months, right? I worked there for only 3 months. And he literally sat me down. And he went, listen, you're getting better. You're a lot better at this job than when you came in here. You have a understanding of what you're doing. But I can't afford to keep paying you when I need someone who's just a little bit better at the job. And I'm glad that you kept trying. I'm glad you kept pushing. And I hope this helps you in your next one. And whoever gets you next is lucky to have you. But I need someone who's slightly better at the job than you are, just so I can keep my shop open. And literally, he ended up hiring family afterwards. Like, he ended up bringing his son on, right? And looking at his son and basically, you know, having that guy... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Having his son basically, you know, take the reins in certain things. And Owen was not a spring chick. Like, he was, He was trying his damnedest to run a business while trying his damnedest to also, you know, do what he wanted to do with his life. And that's all tough stuff, you know, that's not easy stuff, that's difficult. So the fact that he had the heart to basically look me in the eye, and he literally looked me in the eye and apologized because he had to let me go, and that, I've been to enough jobs that I can honestly say that takes a lot of balls. Because I also had an employer, like, I was supposed to get a schedule, right? I worked for Einstein Bagels for a bit. And it's like, okay, when's my schedule? I'll call back in 3 days. Okay, will do, boss. 3 days later. Okay, boss, what's my schedule so I can, you know, come in and do what I need to do? Oh, we don't have it yet. Come back in a week. Oh, okay. I went through this for 2 weeks. And eventually, someone else had to tell me, oh yeah, they laid you off. And the fact that they laid me off without any cause or any permit or anything, really. Like, they gave me no warrant or warning at all. Actually upset a lot of people, and a lot of people left the job right afterwards because apparently a lot of people liked me. I have no idea why. That somewhere you guys made an awful mistake in liking me, but they all left their job, and like 4 or 5 people of like the 8 staff just walked right then and there. So that's a big deal right there, but to another degree, I kind of...
A new round has
it proves
started.
my point right off the bat, because once again, Owen came forward, you know, apologized. He had no need to apologize. I apparently wasn't doing the job well enough. And he still apologized. That's a big fucking man right there. That's a big person. I don't know. Probably shouldn't be talking about this during a video. At this point, I think you guys just come here to see me ramble and kind of hear me screech at like small things that happen. I don't know why. I love you guys for it though. You guys are awesome. Like, all of you. Like, anybody who watches any of these damn shows. You guys are all amazing. Wow, we are just beating the snot out of these guys. Okay. Amazingly, we've only been at this for like a little over half an hour. You guys have literally listened to me ramble for half an hour. about my past work life and my school and shit you guys probably really give no craps about. Oh wow, that worked out. Go Gunther! Beat his ass! Look at this. My guys are just ripping, like my guys are legitimately holding them off and putting in like massive damage. Okay. Now comes the tricky part because I gotta move this guy. 1, 2, 3. He can land one shot, which is fine. Oh, he missed it. I think he hit Carl too. But now we move him over here, and now he can take up a better position next turn. He's going after Carl. Not sure if you're smart or dumb. Okay, just drop off all my word stone. Okay, and then we rush back into the fight. There's Captain, so we want to run past Captain and drop off all of our crap. And now everybody's got empty inventory, so even if I lose, I still win. Because that's the thing. Okay, so we want to attack this guy. Just kind of beat his face in. Guy really chose like the whole wrong person to attack apparently. Parry stance. Okay, if we do this correctly, we might kill him, but it's a bit iffy. Oh wait, he doesn't get a double swing, does he? Nope. Okay, I need you to... That was the easiest jump up I've ever seen. I can understand it though, like he legitimately like had to scoot himself off. Okay, there is a tiny chance for... Oh, no, there's no way to kill him in one blow. It's a shame. Oh, well. And one more hit, and he's dead. Ah, we missed it. That's okay. Barry. No, Clyde. That's it.
A new round has started.
We're actually doing damn good right now. Okay, if you can land this shot, Kiev, you got it. Kiev got it. Good job, Kiev. And now if we come over here, there we go. Let's get these two archers over here. This is where having archers just really pays off, because right now I have an absolute dominance of the field. I waited to get my melee in there until I was in position, and now I'm just using my range to decimate these guys. You just try to jump Carl. Everybody wants a piece of Carl. And you're gonna pay for it too. Like, Carl's legitimately one of my stronger units. Yeah, I could do that, or I could... Yeah, let's go for that guy. Why not? And reload, and a second shot. And Herrick is down. You missed your vital strike. You had a chance, and you flubbed it. Good job. Okay, you get back in there, Johan. Okay, and then the next person up. Okay, we want to help out Carl, so we're going to jump this guy. There we go. And apparently his dodge failed, so... Yeah, I'm disengaging. Hold on. I almost forgot to loot this. There we go. Looting complete. You couldn't take the second swing anyway, so... I don't know why I delayed. That was the dumbest thing I could have did. Dagger, armband. Thanks for the free crap, loser. And there we go. And do a parry stance. Wunderbar. Oh, it's about to get real shaky too. Come on, you can make your way around that. Congratulations, welcome to a world of pain. One more good hit and I think we're good. Come on, Leo! Look at that. Leo just walks into a fight and everything just falls apart for our enemies. Like, they can't do anything against that. Look at him! Guy has to use a rope for a belt. Like, he literally has to use a rope for a belt. Another one bites the dust. Another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust.
A new round has
gonna
started.
Get you too. Another one bites the dust. Look out! Doom, 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 doom. Jeez, they had no chance in hell. Green Moon Fanatics.
A warrior needs a bit of luck and a lot of skill to win a battle. But most of all, he needs strategy.
Task
You have
completed.
managed to find the winning mixture. Now just...
Okay. It's not too bad. Good job, Captain.
The gods are with you.
You're getting mighty strong there, Dieter. Good job. Carl. Kicking ass, taking names.
Fantastic.
Gunther. Well done. Johan. Eve. Do I have two people named Gunther? Clyde. Leo! Big guy on campus. He shows up and everything just falls apart for my enemies. For sure, same thing would happen if a big guy showed up on my doorstep. Yeah.